ElevenLabs tutorial for beginners. Create realistic AI voices. ElevenLabs is an AI voice generator that can turn any text into highly realistic speech. Its main strength is natural tone, emotional expression, and accurate pronunciation. So in order to start creating, what you're going to do first of all is you're going to go ahead and sign up. All right, so we're signing in and now we have the option of choosing our style, and then we're going to continue. Put in any of the required information, click next, and select the option suiting you best. And then over here, you have the option of choosing your platform. You can switch between these platforms at any time. But I just want to go over with you on the kind of two platforms that are here. So you have one creative platform and the other is the agents platform. The first one is going to deal with create content with AI. It's going to deal with creating content with AI, and it's going to have these features. The other one is going to build and manage your AI agents. So this is more detailed and a little bit complex, where you're going to be the one who is going to create those agents and you're going to have the tools for that. So you do have access to both and you can switch whenever you like. But first of all, we're going to go ahead with the creative platform, and then we're going to click continue. And then choose whichever option suits you best. Click continue. And then before you go ahead, they are showing us the plans that they have available. So you have the starter plan, which is for $5 a month. You have the creator, $11 a month, and you have pro, which is $99 a month. Now you have a license for commercial use, instant voice cloning, and 30K credits per month. And in the next one, you have all that. And then you also have professional voice cloning. And then in this one, this is increased. The credits are increased, and you have everything in creator, including this audio, so via API. So these are the three different plans that you can choose from. You can pay as you go on the creator plan and above. So you can also go ahead and explore all the other plans. We're going to skip this for now and just go and see what it's all about. All right, so now we are into our workspace. We have the option of using these. You can describe your video, and then you can use AI to help you with getting started. All right, so here we are at our workspace. This is our workspace, and what you're going to do next is just agree to the terms and conditions, and then you are in here. Now this is a very nicely organized and a neat environment, and this looks really interesting. All the images and the videos over here are looking so very nice and interesting and really high quality, and there's a lot of a variety as well. And for a creator, if you look at this, it gives you so many ideas, and it feels like you're gonna have a lot of fun here creating and just experimenting with different audios, videos, and images. So let's go ahead and not waste any time and start exploring. So because we chose image and a video when we were starting off, so they've taken us directly to the image and video section here, and it says image and video up here, and this is where you have images and videos. So we're gonna start right from the top, and we're gonna go to home. Up here we have ElevenLabs. You can close the sidebar. You have this is the creative platform. So remember when we talked about how we can switch between both of these platforms. So you can choose whichever one you want to work on later. So we're going to stay on the creative platform. Now click on home and go to home. Over here, what you have is your workspace. And you have some suggestions on what you could be working on. So you have the instant speech, you have audiobook, image and video, ElevenLabs agent, you have music, and then you have dubbed video. So you could start working on any of these options, and they all seem pretty interesting. And then any latest things from the library are these. So you could go over here and you could also explore the library if you're interested in that. Now you could create or clone a voice as well. So you can have voice design, you could clone your voice, and you have voice collections. In voice design, you can design an entirely new voice from a text prompt. From clone your voice, what you can do is create a realistic digital clone of your own voice. And then you have voice collections, where you have curated AI voices for every use case. So you can go here and you can view the different kinds of voices available. Now this is just an intro. To the different services available. We're going to go to the left over here, and we're going to really get into all the things present here and available. So we're going to click on voices, and over here at voices, you have a legendary voices for your creative project. So you have those over here. You can learn more about that. And then you have some trending voices as well. So voices that are trending, that are going on, you can go ahead and view those too. Now you have some handpicked for your use case. Now there are some handpicked voices. There's Father Christmas and characters. There are best voices for 11v3. You have studio quality conversational voices. You have engaging characters for video games. You have bring your stories to life kind of voices, and many more options that you can choose from. If you go down, you also have weekly spotlight character voices. So many character voices are available, and you could spend just so much time just exploring and listening to all these different voices. Now you also have curated language collections. You have Arabic, Bulgarian, you have Chinese, you have Danish, Dutch, English. You have all these different languages. And if you go down, okay, you have a Maya Angelou Poetics voice collection as well. So there are all these collections present here, and that was all present in the Explore section. If you go to My Voices, you're gonna have, so currently we don't have anything here, but if you click on Create a Voice, you can add some from the library or create a new voice. So if you click on Create a Voice, you can add one here, and you can have your own list of voices that you want to save here. You have default voices as well, and this is a list of the default voices available which you can use. Then you have your collections, so you can create a collection as well. So we're going to go down to the playground, and we're going to test all the options that you have. You have text to speech, so let's go to that. So we are in the text to speech section over here. This is where you're going to type, or you are going to type in the text. So let's just write a small word over here, add an exclamation mark. This is our text, and then you can generate speech from that. If you go to the side here, you have the settings for that, and you also have history. So for settings, you have the voice that you were using is Rachel for now. If you want, you can choose other voices from the default as well. So go back, and this is the selected voice. Then you have the model. So selected is 11 multilingual v2. You also have other options as well. So we're gonna keep that. It says that it is the most expressive text to speech option available. Now you're gonna go down and you're gonna see speed. So you can make the speed slower or faster. You have the stability and a similarity, and you have style exaggeration. So you can exaggerate in style as well if you need that. And you also have the language override. So if you need to do that, you also have the speaker boost. If you want to boost the similarity of the synthesized speech and the voice, you can do that at a certain speed. All right, so we've typed in the text. Let's just click on generate speech, and that is not available in our plan, so we're just going to exit that. But if you were to create this speech, you would just click on generate speech, and then it would have been generated. So that is how to generate speech from text. Now, from after text to speech, we are going to go down to a voice changer. So what you would do here is you would upload a file, or you would just drag and drop the file over here, or you can record an audio. So once you record that, then what you're going to do is, all right, so I have recorded my voice over here, and then I'm going to generate the speech after I make the changes that I want to make. So this is the voice that has been selected. And then we have the model, we have the stability that we're going to do, and the similarity, and then the style exaggeration. We're also going to remove the background noise if there is any, and the speaker is going to be boosted. So click generate speech, and then you are just going to click after all these settings. You're going to click on generate speech, and then you will achieve the voice change as you selected over here. So after that, we're going to go to sound effects and see what kind of things are available over there. So the kind of sound effects that you have here in the explore section are you have animal sound effects, you have bass, booms, brams, you have brass, you have cymbals, device, all these kind of, and there is a wide variety of the different sound effects available here. You could also search any sound effects if you wanted to, and then you have the looping option, and you have the duration as well. So you could limitize what kind of sounds that you want. So there are a lot of kind of sounds available over here. Now you have sounds by description. So if you describe a sound and enter it in, you would find the exact sound. So for example, you have all these sounds by description. It says in the description, car drive by a whoosh. So if you play this, So you do hear a car moving by a whoosh. Now, you also have dark, intense cinematic thriller music for a psychological serial killer trailer, and then you have so much detail on that. So let's go ahead and play and see how that is. So that was a dark, intense, and cinematic thriller. And then you have a soft, slow, emotional piano piece with long pauses. So that is also a description. So these are the different kinds of sound effects available over here. If you describe any of those, you're definitely going to find exactly what kind of sound you need. So this is very interesting, very helpful, and a very interesting place for creators. Then after sound effects, you have voice isolator. If you want to isolate any voice, particular voice from an audio that has more voices or it has a lot of songs going on, so you can do that over here. So if you want to use the voice isolator, you can come over here and you're just going to drop your file over here, and you're going to go down. So you're going to drop in the file over here, upload it, and then you are going to receive the isolated voice. So it's going to have really clean vocals after you do that. You can also select which option you want. You can either get like really clean vocals after the isolation, or you can even remove the background noise, or you could even get the speaker only sounds. From a music track, you could get the vocals only if you wanted. So you could use this to really isolate any voice. If you go over here, then you have image and video. So in image and video, what you can do is you can describe your image, what kind of image you want. So just like it was with the sounds, you're going to describe exactly the kind of image that you want, and then you will be given that. So I'm just going to write a small description and enter that in, and let's see if we get the image that we just described. So over here, you're going to type in the description for whatever kind of image that you are looking for, and then that image is going to be shown, and you can view it and use it however you like in whatever project that you are working on. Now over here you have image, and over here you have a video, so you can select that. For video, you can in image you get one image, or you can, for the image section, you can add any image references, and for the video that you want to generate, you're going to add a start frame and an end frame, and then the video between all that is going to be generated. You can check these settings and set them accordingly down here. Now after image and a video, you have templates. Now over here, you can search up any kind of templates that you want, but the ones featured or available or suggested to us right now are these. So what's going to happen is if you select this one, this is the template for photo to cartoon. So the first one up there is photo to cartoon. This side is the photo, and the other side is the cartoon. Now you also have animal generators, so you're going to put in info and you can generate an animal according to that. Then the third one over here is upscale an image. So this is like not good quality, and then after that the quality becomes better. You can upscale the image. You have custom lip sync, which you can do here. So before, you just put in an image and you can get lip sync, or a video and you get lip sync. You can also make the images sepia. You have change facial expression. So you would put in one kind of image and you can generate another one using the help of AI. You can also sketch to realistic. So you can enter in a sketch and it will become a realistic image. You have change background. So the background, you don't have a background, and you can add any background of your choice. You have before and after for replace the element. So a different element here and then a different element after. And so you have all of these really interesting templates to choose from. You can click on those, and this is really giving you a lot of inspiration as well, and really showing you the limits are pretty high. You can go about doing all kinds of creative things and make lots of changes. You can be as creative as you like. You can really let your creativity unleash over here. So this is what we had for templates over here. Now that was all for the playground. What else we have is in the products down here. So let's go to the products and click on Studio. And this is the studio over here. You have the kinds of audios over here, and you have the videos over here. You're going to have any recent projects down here, and you can search for those. Now, what you can do in the studio, you can create a new audiobook, start from scratch, and create a new audiobook. You can create a podcast. You can create a voiceover from any web page. So you just have to enter in the URL and you will get an audio for that. You have AI script generator. Then you have all these video options as well. You can add captions. You can fix voiceover mistakes. You can add new video voiceovers. And then at the top over here, you can upload any file or you can start a new blank project. So you have two ways of starting any project. Now after studio, you have music. So when you go to music, you can begin your musical journey here. You're going to describe the song and then it is going to generate one for you. Then you have dubbing. Now with dubbing, what you're going to do is you're going to click on create a dub and then you can simply just start creating that. You're going to name the project and you're going to decide the source language, target language, and what kind of audio you need, what the audio or video source is, and put in all that kind of information, the speakers, and you're going to click create dub. So your dub is going to be created after putting in all that information, which you can do that here. You can also learn about the dubbing editor and you can import any YouTube videos as well. You have any recent dubs down here. Next, you have speech to text. So before we did a text to speech, now you have speech to text. So now you can transcribe any files. You're just going to click on transcribe files and then you're going to put in whatever file that you want to transcribe and the language is going to be detected. You can add any tags and include subtitles and you're just going to upload that and it will just get transcribed for you. After speech to text, you have audio native. So audio native, what it does is it will automatically voice the content of any web page that you are using. So it will be changed from text to speech. Now, see, you have this text going on, and if you just play, you can start listening to the text being converted to speech. You can also decide on increasing engagement and time on page. You can fully customize your player, and you can track the performance as well. So after audio native, you have productions. With productions, what you can do is you can dub, you can transcribe, you can add captions, and you can translate subtitles. So over here, you're gonna put in any files or any project that has been worked on by humans. So whatever has been edited, transcribed, or whatever captions have been added, whatever subtitles have been added, or whatever dubbing has taken place by humans, you're gonna put that in here, and then you're gonna add new production, and that is going to get improved through here. And then after productions, you have developers or any developer options. This is coding. So if you want to go get into the details of all that, you can come here and you can see that as well. You have ElevenLabs agents here. If you want to enable those and get more help, you can do that. So that is for the creative platform of the ElevenLabs and how it was just a beginner tutorial to get to know the ElevenLabs workspace and how you can use it to create voices.